Yeah. Peter, what does the Second Amendment intend, and what is the federal government allowed to do in regard to the Second Amendment?
Well, the Second Amendment is there for a reason, and it's the Second Amendment. It's not like it's pretty high up there, right? It's out of 10, it's in second place. And I think that the importance of that is that the federal government did not want, or our founding fathers did not want the government to be able to unarm the citizens. I mean, the citizens needed to be armed to protect themselves against a number of things. I mean, number one, we don't want a situation where law-abiding citizens are defenseless and all the guns are in the hands of criminals. I mean, gun control laws are not going to impact criminals. I mean, if a guy is going to rob you, he's not going to say, well, gee, I don't want to use a gun because that's illegal, but I'm going to rob. I mean, he doesn't care about the law, right? He's going to break the law anyway. It's the law-abiding citizen who is going to respect the gun control laws, and the criminals know that, and that means, wait, everybody's defenseless. And so it makes it easier for criminals to commit crimes if they know that their victims are defenseless. Especially, for women. I mean, that's the one thing that equalizes a woman. If you have a gun and there's an attacker, at least you got a chance. Without a gun, I mean, very few women can defend themselves against a male attacker. So I think it's important. But I think beyond that, I think the founding fathers, in principle, they distrusted government, and they also wanted their citizens to be armed, not just the army. And when you say something like that, like we need to be armed to protect ourselves against a tyrannical government, I don't think the government that exists today is that much of a threat, but you never know what might happen. You can look at the road that we're going down and all the new draconian measures that are being enacted by the government. We're surrendering more and more of our liberties every day, and as the economic crisis worsens, each time the government makes the crisis worse, they grow and they expand and they usurp more rights. And I can see how this is going to snowball and how bad this is going to get one day, and who knows? Who knows how criminal our government might be? And to the extent that they know that we're defenseless, that only makes it worse. So we have, there has to be vigilant. Thomas Jefferson said government is a necessary evil, right? So we can't just have the police and the military armed and the civilian population completely defenseless. To the extent that the government knows that we're armed, that might put some future tyrant in check regarding what they think they can get away with.